coming in with some really big news today. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you've heard about it, or maybe you've heard me talk about it in the past. Today, the enactment of the MQSA, Mammography Quality Standards Act, MQSA, is enacted. This is a ruling by the FDA that standardizes mammography care across the U.S. So what does this mean for women and people seeking a mammogram, and how they get the information and the reporting and the results of their mammogram? So this Mammography Quality Standard Act, again, it was created by the FDA. There was a lot of public input from patients, from care providers, from physicians, from researchers that helped develop these guidelines. And if you've been here before, you've heard me talk about how I feel about it, what I think should be added, what I think should be changed. But ultimately, today is a day of celebration. Today it goes into effect and it is enacted. And we know now from this day forward, every woman and person getting a mammogram will receive a notification about whether or not they have dense breast tissue. This has been years in the making, and we owe this to one person who started this whole movement years ago, and her name is Nancy Capello. She started an organization called Are You Dense? And we owe her our lives and our gratitude for making this happen today. And unfortunately, sadly, she is no longer with us to celebrate this day with us. But I still want to take a moment to recognize her and celebrate her and honor her. And I know her husband Joe is out there celebrating, bittersweet for him today, honoring this moment for her. And we are just so grateful, and I wanted to share the news with you today. Obviously, you can tell I'm really passionate and excited about this. I've been advocating and learning so much about this and wanting to educate and support in every way I can because of my own journey being diagnosed with breast density and then with breast cancer, and realizing what a big issue this is and what a huge gap in information there is for women and patients getting mammograms and receiving a true diagnosis or clear reading and getting a result of an appropriate screening for them so they can truly know whether or not they have been screened for breast cancer. If you have dense breast tissue, a mammogram is not enough to perform a breast cancer screening. So first of all, I want to say congratulations to everybody who's been involved with this at every level. Whether you do the patient advocacy like I do, or, again, writing letters to the FDA as I've been, or, the people with the boots on the ground today in the Capitol celebrating. Every single person and step of the way has been huge in getting this to happen, in the organizations that have been involved. So what does this mean for the average person going to go get a mammogram? So the MQSA it's a massive document. If you go online, you can go read it. It goes on and on and on and on. But ultimately, they have created a national regulation of mammography facilities. Sorry, there's so many tongue twisters here. To standardize the quality of care that people are getting when they go get a mammogram. And it's everything from the way the facility runs to the way they deliver information to care providers and the way they deliver information to the patient. So I'm going to stick to these dense breast tissue notifications that go to the patients, because this is where I am passionate about empowering you and informing you, because I still believe that is our best defense. Because as you will hear, we still have a long way to go. Although this is a huge step, it is just the first step in getting the barriers to care removed for all people, and especially women with dense breast tissue who need that adjunct screening. So what happens now is, in the past, not every facility, not every state was requiring facilities to notify patients that they had dense breast tissue. Dense breast tissue is classified into 4 categories, and from 1 to 4, 1 being no density, 4 being the most density. And the language in these letters is now going to tell you you have dense breast tissue or you do not have dense breast tissue. It's a yes or a no in these letters. So if you really want to know what classification of dense breast tissue you have, you will need to talk to your healthcare provider. So first and foremost, I want you to know that that is what the letter will look like. The other thing you need to know is that your density can change over the span of your lifetime from year to year. So if you get a letter that says your breast tissue is not dense, that's wonderful news. But don't assume you don't need to look in the letters again and going forward. You will want to read that section of your notification every year and find out, if your dense breast tissue has changed or evolved over time. And the other thing you should know about these letters, again, while we are so grateful that they are going out, and again, this starting today, every person getting a mammogram is mandated to receive a letter, at least notifying them of their density status. They are written, and this isn't my opinion, it's in the document on the FDA website if you really want to go through it, at the level of a 5th grader, so that every person who receives it can be reading very clear, direct language. I still think there needs to be more done as far as the follow-up care, but understand that you may still want more information and you may still have some questions. And so to please go advocate for yourself, go talk to your care provider, get as much information about this as you can. Like I said, they will not tell you what classification of density you have, and they won't tell you any much more than that about your risk factors. So there's so much more to this that you will want to know, and you'll want to talk to your care provider about. So if you haven't already done so, on our website we have the 4 crucial questions to ask at your mammogram appointment. You can take them with you, ask your care provider these 4 questions. It will definitely set you up on the right path. And while this is a huge step in the right direction to taking down the rest of the barriers to care, it still requires us, our best form of defense is going to be advocacy and community care. This does nothing to help get that adjunct screening covered, so there's still going to be an additional cost. So far, insurance companies are not required to cover the additional screening. And it may require another appointment, it may require another copay. And so really getting the information into the hands of your friends, the woman that you love and care about, talking to them about what their mammogram letters said, whether they need a follow-up appointment, helping each other get there, watching each other's kids, carpooling, whatever you need to do to make sure we're not letting anybody we know and love fall through the cracks. To get those additional screenings. And if you need support, if you have any questions about your letter, please reach out. We are here for all of it. I've got loads of resources I can point you in the right direction of if you need them. And if you have a story you want to share, I am here for that also. And let's see, I want to make sure that I've covered everything. Like I said, it's a big day. We're expressing so much gratitude for those involved, especially Nancy Capello, who started this whole thing, and the rest of us that are carrying that torch with her today. And just sending so much love to anybody who is out there, who is feeling like they need extra support, who have questions, who feel alone, and are seeking more information and support. Please reach out. We are here for you. And knowing that we still have a long way to go, and our best defense is each other and its information. So please let me know if you have any questions. I'm grateful for you being here. Please share. This is a big step in the right direction. We have many more to take. All right, loves. We'll catch you next time.